Leaders of Tomorrow, India's only daily television platform for small businesses. Over the past 7 years, we've understood what matters most to you, the entrepreneur. And in year 8, we're taking head on two of your most pressing concerns, that of funding and mentoring. I'm Sunanda Jayaseelan. On the show tonight, we are talking about the impact that the coronavirus is having on the environment. What are the trends? What are the opportunities? Why should businesses, why should entrepreneurs care about their impact on the environment? Two entrepreneurs joining us tonight. First up is CleanMax Solar. We also have Hasiru Dalla joining us from Bengaluru. Kuldeep, Shekhar, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here on the Leaders of Tomorrow. We're talking, of course, of the impact that we're seeing on the environment, the positive impact, the opportunities, the trends, but also what businesses in general and at large should keep in mind when it comes to the opportunities and the trends really, and what more the government can do when it comes to encouraging entrepreneurs in this space. Kuldeep, good having you here on the show. I want to kick this a conversation off though with Shekhar and ask him to describe his company very briefly for our viewers, for those who may not know what business you're in. Can we start by talking about your company and where the germ of the idea really came about from?
So Hasiru Dalla Innovations is a Bangalore-based company which we co-founded. We work with waste pickers and try to create better livelihoods for them, and we've been working with them for many years, but as a company, we've been working with them for the last 4.5 years and provide responsible waste management services in the city of Bangalore currently.
Kuldeep, good having you here on the show with us. We've had CleanMax Solar, previously on the Leaders of Tomorrow, talking about the opportunities really when it comes to the clean energy space. My question to you though, Kuldeep, is that even as we are passing through this pandemic, there's going to be more and more attention and focus really coming in on the environment, of course, on one hand, and two, how businesses should contribute towards really maintaining pollution levels, etc., towards, their commitment really, if I can call it that, to the environment. So my question to you is, sitting at the beginning of 2020, passing through the pandemic, what do you think is going to be the impact that we are likely to see as far as clean and green energy is concerned? Any trends, any opportunities that you think are going to start picking up pace? And therefore use that to talk to our viewers about what you'd like them to perhaps focus on?
Two pointers here. One is the impact of the recent events has certainly been a material reduction in air pollution levels. As a result, we've seen, solar plants have increased power generation by 3 to 5% all over the country. Which is a positive, because it wasn't quite apparent how much pollution was there in the air, even in rural India, till this lockdown event happened, and the pollution cleared out, and power generation is up by around 3 to 5% in each of our plants. The second thing which we are seeing as companies now, having done some thinking through the months of March and April about the impact of coronavirus on them, I think they are all coming back saying that they want cheaper and ideally greener power, right? So cost reduction is a big focus for everyone. Renewable energy today, at least to large corporates, can save between 20 and 30% of their electricity costs. And therefore, people are coming back saying we want to pursue this aggressively.
Shekhar, so my question to you was really as far as the different stakeholders are concerned when it comes to the environment, when it comes to businesses and small businesses and entrepreneurs really working here in the country. We've seen a lot of focus coming as far as clean energy, renewable energy is concerned, ever since the Modi government has come into power. But my question is, given the renewed focus really that we're seeing now thanks to this pandemic, as far as the environment is concerned, anything that you think you as an entrepreneur in this space would like to see from the government? Any commentary, any subsidies, any push that you think should come in?
Yes, I think the extended contiguous lockdown has actually demonstrated to everyone, whether it's the government, the industry, or the citizens, the actual effect of pollution, right? We've never had such a demonstration of what pollution control could do in terms of our environment. So now that people are realizing that, I think it is a great opportunity for all the stakeholders, whether it's business, whether it's individuals and the government, to see how we can actually continue this. And as far as the government is concerned, I think there are a lot of regulations, there are a lot of subsidies, but I think what has been lacking, from my experience, has been its implementation, right? For example, I don't know as much about the solar and wind power, but in the waste to compressed biogas segment, for example, there's a lot of announcements over the last 12 to 18 months, but the number of such plants has not been, we have not been able to get them going because of implementation of land allocation by the urban local bodies and so on. So I think one is in terms of, can we have more subsidies? Can we have more, things from the government which will incentivize industries to move towards renewable energy? But I think the implementation of these regulations is what really matters. For example, the Pollution Control Board, I think, has to take a more active role in monitoring and ensuring that industries follow the norms that are already in place, do not have those things going into the lakes, for example, from their industries and so on. So it is, in my opinion, and a great opportunity for the government agencies to truly implement what is already there. Definitely additional incentives and subsidies would help, but I think implementing what is already there and taking this opportunity where businesses and citizens have realized the importance of pollution control can really help.
Kuldeep, let me come to you. And before we talk about how implementation needs to be made more effective, what bodies perhaps need to see more teeth when it comes to implementation of said government regulation, as an entrepreneur in this space, seen as one of the sunrise sectors really here in the country, anything more that you'd specifically like to see from the government by way of either regulation or by way of opening up more opportunities that you think you would like to see and see urgently?
I think the single biggest challenge for renewables in this current crisis is availability of debt funding. Right, loans are just hard to come by, and the current environment, all banks and NBFCs are much more focused on how to keep things going, keep things alive. So while I don't expect and I don't think as a renewable industry we need a direct intervention package from the government, the direct intervention portion is better suited, directed towards the poor people to get demand back up. But certainly what we would like as a renewable industry segment is more availability of loan funds from banks and NBFCs to get the credit cycle going again towards the renewable energy segment. We are seeing a lot of, a stalling kind of event happening there because banks and NBFCs are not getting the loan repayments in, and therefore new loan disbursements are not happening. So the more that the government can do for ensuring credit flow, that's what would really help.
All right, I'm going to have to slip into a short break on that, but back in just a moment. Just stay tuned.
I think there is an increased awareness about sustainability, about environmental impact in terms of personal consumption and industrial consumption. And I think that level of awareness is a great opportunity for businesses which impact the environment positively.
Welcome back. You're with us here on Leaders of Tomorrow. Tonight on The Crux, we're talking about the impact that the coronavirus has had on the environment and the opportunities and trends for entrepreneurs, and also why entrepreneurs should care much more about what is happening to the environment and the trends for them. Shekhar, so Kuldeep is talking about liquidity. You were talking about implementation. Let me come back to you on both of those. One is, which bodies in your mind do you think need to see more teeth, need to be made more effective if we have to ensure that implementation really of policies that we have right now becomes more effective? Kuldeep raising the point of liquidity. Most entrepreneurs that we've been speaking with here ever since we've seen the coronavirus pandemic saying that there is enough money in the system. It's just that banks are not willing to lend. What do you think needs to be done to improve liquidity? How can banks be encouraged to lend really, particularly to businesses like yours, particularly to businesses which are in your industry, which are going to be more and more in focus going forward?
So to answer the first question, I think people like the Pollution Control Board need to get more effective at the state level. It's not just the Central Pollution Control Board putting out the rules for different sectors. The next is, I think, there should be no dilution of EIAs, environmental impact assessment. And the ministry, the MOEF, Ministry of Environment and Forest, should ensure that all new industry do follow that, and revisit some of the fuel guzzling, pollution emitting industries in terms of whether we should revisit them in terms of them moving to renewable energy, for example, and reducing pollution. So I would say, it is. And also the Department of Commerce and Industry should, and the industry bodies should really take this up as something that we need to, now that we are given the opportunity and seen what is possible, they should also push for their members to truly toe the line in terms of moving to, less pollution producing processes and consumption of raw materials or power or whatever, right? In terms of liquidity, as you said, everyone is talking about liquidity, whether it's the shopkeeper, the startup, MSME sector, or the larger ones. I think everyone is looking at the traditional credit mechanisms of loans, whether it's working capital, term loan, or project financing, as through the banks, through the financial institutions, is the only way. I think there is a huge opportunity for the government to use other mechanisms. For example, use the ESI and PF funds to pay for salaries, especially those who are in the services business and have a large salary component as their fixed costs.
Shekhar, I do want to ask you, I had started this chat asking Kuldeep what sort of trends he thinks are going to perhaps pick up pace in 2020. Do you think there are particular areas or sectors that you would like to tell your peers, you'd like to advise your peers about in the renewable and clean energy space, and in businesses that have an impact directly on the environment that you think will be crucial, that you think they should perhaps look at going forward?
I think there is an increased awareness about sustainability, about environmental impact in terms of personal consumption and industrial consumption. And I think that level of awareness is a great opportunity for businesses which impact the environment positively in terms of providing services or products that go away from, for example, fossil fuel consumption, things like solar and wind power, or waste to biogas. All of those, I think, have a great opportunity going forward, because consumers will demand products that are sustainable. And the same thing goes into, for example, what we call the circular economy, where I think more and more brands will listen to consumers in terms of saying, can you give us products which are sustainable right from the design of your product stage? Can you design products which take less energy to make, which create less waste that needs to be managed once the product is consumed? I think all of those sectors which impact sustainability and environment in any small way even have a great opportunity going forward.
Kuldeep, I'm going to let you have the last word then. If you can talk to our viewers, I was asking you what it's going to take to encourage banks to lend and lend much more when it comes to businesses that are in the clean energy space. If you could give us your thoughts on that, and also Shekhar raising a very important point in terms of implementation. We may have sufficient rules. For instance, at this point, more and more companies are mandatorily publishing what they're doing in terms of their CSR activities, in terms of their care for the environment in their annual reports. More and more annual reports themselves, in fact, becoming now soft copies versus being mailed across to their shareholders. Even as India Inc. is doing all of this, and the government on its part is coming out with more rules, implementation, there seems to be a little bit of a gap there. What's going to fix that?
Well, firstly, I do feel that coming out of the COVID crisis, one of the things everyone's been talking about is, just like COVID was something which we should have been prepared for, but we are glaringly underprepared for it. Similarly, is not climate change also a similar danger, which is it will happen, we will all face very negative impact sometime out in time, and therefore we are not taking adequate action today to mitigate the impact of climate change. So I do feel not just for a year or two, but for the next decade, a lot of the growth or a lot of the strategies will need to be oriented towards green growth strategies due to pressure from public markets as well as consumers. Now, in terms of opportunities that throws up for corporates and the focus areas, one is whether by government mandate or otherwise, every company should publish a detailed, every listed company at a minimum should publish a detailed sustainability report with year-on-year improvement gains, right? And that, of course, will lead to, secondly, heavily polluting companies and industries like chemicals, cement, steel, needing to make a material shift towards using green energy sources of energy versus, say, burning coal. And third, for the government also, allowing some of the older, heavily polluting and high-priced coal plants to be shut down in favor of a mix of lower cost renewables and cleaner coal alternatives, right? So I think these will all be big trends which play out, and trends take longer than a year to play out. So I see it happening well over the next decade.
All right, Kuldeep, Shekhar, thank you so much for your time here on the Leaders of Tomorrow. If you have any feedback for us on this panel, or if you'd like to see any specific topics of industries that have been impacted by the coronavirus, do let us know. As always, we're all ears. Our contact details is up on your screens in just a moment. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.